Do you understand English perfectly when you read or listen, but when it's your turn to speak, your mind goes completely blank? You're not alone. Millions of learners have this same problem. You study grammar, you know thousands of words, but somehow when you want to use them, they just disappear. In this video, I'll explain why that happens and exactly how to fix it. We'll go step by step with practical exercises you can do right after watching. By the end, you'll understand not only what's blocking your English, but also how to finally speak fluently and confidently without translating or freezing.
Cherish English.
Welcome to Cherish English, the place where you will boost your grammar, sharpen your speaking skills, and feel confident using real English every day. Let's get started. Part 1. The big problem. Let's start with the truth. Your English is not bad. The real problem is that you have trained your eyes, your ears, but not your mouth. You can understand English because your brain is trained to input, reading, watching, listening. But speaking is output, a completely different skill. Imagine this. You can recognize a song immediately when you hear it, right? But can you sing it perfectly yourself? Probably not, unless you've practiced it out loud many times. That's exactly what's happening with your English. You've heard the song of English many times, but you haven't sung it enough. Your brain knows the meaning, but your mouth hasn't learned the movement. That's why your thoughts stop mid-sentence. Not because you're bad at English, but because you haven't trained the right part of your brain. Part 2. The translation trap. Here's another big reason, the translation trap. When you hear a question like, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Your brain first translates the question into your language, then prepares an answer in your language, and then it translates the answer back into English. That's 3 mental steps before you even start speaking. Of course it feels slow and stressful. What do fluent speakers do instead is think directly in English. They connect meaning to English words automatically. So how can you train that? Let me show you 3 simple daily habits that change how your brain processes English. Part 3. Think in English. The 3-step method. Here's a method I teach my students. It's simple, practical, and it really works if you do it daily. Step 1. Describe what is around you. When you're at home, talk to yourself quietly. I'm making coffee. The weather is nice today. I need to send an email later. No grammar books, just describe life. You're teaching your brain to connect everyday life with English words. Step 2. Short thinking bursts. Pick a random word, for example, travel. Now talk about it for 30 seconds. You can also use a timer. I love traveling. I usually travel in summer. My favorite destination is Greece. Don't worry about mistakes. The goal is to think fast, not perfectly. Step 3. Shadow native speakers. Find a short clip, maybe from a YouTube video, podcast, or a movie. Repeat what they say, the same tone, the same speed. This trains your mouth and ears together. You'll start feeling rhythm, pronunciation, and natural flow, like automatically. Part 4. The practice that actually works. Now you might think, okay, I understand this, I can do it, but I still need someone to talk to. Yes, but don't wait for a native speaker to appear magically. Here's what you can do. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute a day. Choose a topic, your plans, your favorite movie, your weekend, anything you want. Listen after a week. You'll be surprised how much you improve. The next thing you can do is join online communities, like language exchange apps or a comment section under English channels. You can start small. First, write a comment, reply to someone, and eventually, when you feel comfortable, you can post a voice message. And use prompts. Search English speaking prompts for beginners or intermediate, any level you want, and answer them daily. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. You don't get fluent by studying, 8 hours one day. You become fluent when you speak 10 minutes every day. Part 5. The confidence connection. Let's be honest, sometimes it's not about the language, it's about confidence, right? Many learners tell me, I'm afraid people will laugh if I make mistakes. But here's the truth. Every fluent speaker you admire once made the same mistakes. Fluency doesn't mean perfect English. Fluency means I can express myself clearly even if I make mistakes. You don't need perfect grammar to sound confident. It's important, of course, but for fluency, just be consistent. Speak again, again, and again. Each time you speak, you build a little more courage. And that's how real fluency begins. So, to recap, you can understand English because you have trained ears and eyes. You can't speak English fluently because your mouth and brain need output practice. Speaking. Stop translating, start thinking in English. Speak daily, even for 5 minutes. Record yourself, shadow native speakers, and don't be afraid of making mistakes. Remember, English fluency is not a gift, it's a skill anyone can build. And you're already doing it by watching this video until the end. If you'd like to keep improving, I have created a free PDF with daily exercises you can do at home. You can download it for free from the description box or the pinned top comment. Next time, we'll talk about why you forget English words so quickly and how to make them stay forever. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Cherish English so you don't miss the next lesson. We're building your English step by step together. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Cherish English. Mwah. Bye.